My next guest says that this proposed deal would be a disaster not only for national security, but for the district that he represents. Here now, Congressman Duncan Hunter, who represents San Diego, California. Congressman, good to have you here tonight.
Thank you.
You made an interesting point about this in terms of, explain to everybody at home what you meant by this being a national security concern in your mind.
Yeah, sure. Number one, if I travel to China, I have to leave my iPhone off, my iPad off, and my laptop off when I'm in Chinese airspace, all the way till I actually leave the nation. We have throwaway phones because they hack everything. We have multiple committee hearings just last week in the defense committees talking about how China is taking over not just large companies, but 3- and 5-person companies that has technology that they can then weaponize. That's what we're worried about here. China doesn't make anything right now. China steals other people's things and then adds them into their toolbox.
But this company's in Singapore, and
sure, but it has major Chinese interests, though, and nothing is to stop the Chinese. It's much harder to steal from an American company that has an American board than it is to steal from a Singapore company that's made up of mostly Chinese shareholders and board members.
Understood. I want to watch this exchange and everybody at home between the CEO, Mr. Hock Tan, and President Trump. Watch this.
Broadcom Limited is moving its headquarters from Singapore back to the United States.
I am American, as are nearly all my direct managers, my board members, and over 90% of my shareholders. So today, we are announcing that we are making America home again.
What do you think about that?
I don't buy it for a second. Not a second. And I've seen over and over and over again, talk to the actual companies that have been robbed by the Communist Chinese, talk to the defense analysts that see this happening all the time, and the transfer of technology, no matter where Qualcomm is relocated to, or Broadcom, if they take Qualcomm over, you're still going to have massive transfer of technology, and especially every chip that's in every cell phone that's going to have 5G LTE and 4G LTE now is going to be in the hands of the Chinese. That is a no-go for us here in this country. It's a no-go for the Defense Department. And if the finance guys, if the Wall Street guys on CFIUS think that's okay, then they have to get through Jim Mattis, because the Secretary of Defense is also on the CFIUS board.
The president, here's a tweet the president put out today. The U.S. is acting swiftly on intellectual property theft. We cannot allow this to happen, as it has for many years. So what is the president's take on this whole thing now?
I think he's going to stop it. Number one, you would lose 20,000 jobs in San Diego. That's bad to start with. But number two, you're not in control anymore. If Broadcom takes over Qualcomm, they'll have the majority board members. We aren't in control anymore, and we don't know what they're going to be doing behind our backs. It's easy enough to steal from American companies. It's easier by 100% to steal from a foreign company that does a hostile takeover of a U.S. company, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's fascinating. And I think you make a great point in terms of the national security issue and technology and intellectual theft. And we'll see where this goes. Duncan Hunter, Congressman, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark.